what you're listening to. Man, what they talking about? I got my hand up on that knob, trying to figure out. It doesn't matter who's the guest or what's the subject, cause they keep it 100 and them callers love it. The radio show got you tuned in, ready for action like a bad chick texting what's happening. They ain't here giving 5 o'clock news. Our hosts keep it blunt, sharing their point of views. They going in, man, cause they ain't got no filter. Cause they keep it 100, that's why we messing with you. Got you up to date with the latest with music and what's trending, that's basics. On primetime hours, you can never go wrong. In your night music and what's going on in your neck of the woods, like, hey, Al Rocco on today, like, feeling entertained with the radio show. Tuesday, Thursday, taking over, let them know. Let them telephone rings, yeah, I'm on this thing.
There were Grammys. Wait. I'm sorry. Nah, cause I know. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, and now social media would usually tell me, but I didn't go on social media last night, so I'm legit lost that there were Grammys.
I'm with you too.
No one talked about it.
No, listen. First of all, I found it awkward when I logged onto social media today, and I'm seeing all of these women in like these gowns, and I'm like, gowns for what? Grammys? What Grammys? Like, was there even an audience? Like, what kind of situation is this?
And it was a limited. Well, you saw the stuff.
I saw nothing. I just saw Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion rolling around on stage.
So it was like a limited. I was
like,
audience.
How the hell can I do that move?
Yeah,
but I'll practice.
Now, I didn't see the performance. I heard about it because of the whole thing with Candace Owens that happened today, and whatever. So,
why are we still talking about this whore?
I think once people stop giving people energy, I think that's when people will probably go away.
Well, Fox News is really good at giving energy, so
yeah.
She doesn't have Trump anymore, so she's just like picking on anything to just stay relevant because she doesn't really have a platform anymore. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I had that same theory about now cancel culture. They've been talking about that for a greater part of last year or 6 months, whatever. But I think they've really been harping on it more recently, when we was talking about all the Pepe Le Pew and the cartoons changing and stuff like that. That was my theory, is because they no longer have a champion or whatever, in office. And they got to find something to fill the air space.
It's a code word when people be like, oh, we got to end cancel culture. That's AKA for I can't say whatever I want to say about any person without consequence behind it.
What's funny about cancel culture is that's relatively new branding.
Yes.
And like I said, we talked about this before, where essentially cancel culture is just consequences for your fucking actions.
Exactly.
But if you want to take it even farther and just say that it's people trying to get rid of what they don't like, ain't that what has kind of always been happening? Like if you look back at like Two Live Crew, I would say that's kind of, the antithesis of cancel culture, right? Like they legit tried to remove the niggas from and put them in jail for their rap lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So like there was a court trial, like that was a legal matter. A legal precedence was set by that. And you know what I'm saying? Like you can go back, even, there was other people that was Sinead O'Connor? Didn't she get into it with
this is Bay Area rapper named Sibo. I don't know if you've heard of him before. This Bay Area rapper named Sibo.
Let me dust
who was put in jail because of...
Yeah, I was about to say that just screams
rap reference
1980, 1990s.
But it's not 1980s. If you Google him in the list of people that he's worked with from Tupac to E40, you wouldn't have that smug look on your face. But the point that I'm getting at,
look, I'm shocked that you named E40. Like I feel like you hate E40.
Why would I hate E40? Why would I hate E40?
His name is Ebo.
Sibo.
So you got Abo, Bebo, Sibo, Debo.
You know what? I don't even care about telling the story anymore. I'm good.
Thank you, because I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm over it. So next.
The moment has passed now. I was going somewhere that led to the conversation.
1991. That's old, bro.
That's more 80s than it is now.
That's a lot more.
Jesus Christ, that's before Clinton.
Jesus, man, that's not what I was talking about, though. You know what?
Well, the fact that none of us know what you're talking about, and we were all listening, means you were doing the old man rambling thing.
I wasn't doing the old man rambling. I got EZ talking about what is that, the 80s, and then Khujeaux over there like, what is that? What is it? How do you spell it?
In my defense, Khujeaux Googled him to ensure that it was not the 80s because
But if I could have gotten to the,
I felt like it was on that line, and it was.
If I could have gotten to the story,
borderline.
If I could have gotten to the story, it would have made sense. So now,
well, look,
people who watch this,
here's your platform for the story about Debo.
We'll give it to you.
Well, okay. All I was saying, it's not Debo. Okay. All I was saying is that Khujeaux mentioned about 2 Live Crew and their issues with that. Sibo, back in the day, this was like 90, 98, he was actually put in jail for lyrics that he said on one of he's like on probation, and they used his lyrics against him in court. And he went to jail.
That was so mystical. I mean, aside from the fact that he actually
tonight's word definition, SIBO.
Right. I ain't dropping that in.
We can't put.
It's got to have a definition.
I'm about to say we can't put made up words.
No, I mean that's the guy's name, so we can just say who he is. And,
who SIBO is,
but there's no
the year.
Let me see.
There's
1971 to present. If he's still alive.
What's his claims to fame?
Pre-AOL.
So look, that's why you need it. SIBO, known for da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, he was number 99 on the charts for his 1995 album Tales from the Crypt.
His biggest move was 1998's Till My Casket Drop. That was the one.
I see that on there. He was number 41 on the charts, number 4 on the US
R&B. No radio play, went gold. I can't believe we're having a SIBO section on the radio show.
All right, wait a minute.
Hence, the definition is needed.
I'm not okay. He's got 40 in SIBO featuring E40. I feel like that's a very lazy song title. They just put both their names together and just 40 in SIBO featuring E40 by SIBO. He got Outlaws on here, Hard Labor, a song about outlaws.
Hey, I'm sorry, bro. I was not expecting Khujeaux to read through this and control him at the same time.
Hey guys, if you get nothing else from this segment, your letters and your numbers.
Okay, sorry. SIBO. We'll be sure to check him out.
Yeah. Damn it, man.
We're never gonna get him on the show now, Khujeaux. Damn it, man.
Oh God.
This man was friends with Tupac, okay? He was dealing with Master P at the height of his powers, man. And now we'll never get.
Does he have any
real pictures with Master P has powers?
I feel like everybody got a Pac story now that Pac's
But I'm saying he was on several songs with Pac, man, while he was alive.
Okay, well that might. I mean, I necessarily mean friends. You can. I was about to say you.
Are you sure that
somebody? But that was 1991, so I'm pretty sure they would send them through the post office or something. I don't know.
16 is very passionate about this person, and none of us are familiar. And he's like a super advocate.
It's not passionate. It's more angst that we,
that we don't care.
His era, we don't care as much.
So bottom line on all this is that
can I interject for a second? I will say that I admire the amount of knowledge that he has about hip hop during that era, because there's this one song that has lived rent free. Our phrase lived rent free in my head since I was in elementary school, and I have no idea what the song is. I don't know why. Every so often, it'll just pop in my head, and I'll just blurt out, "Kill 'em all, kill 'em all." like not on the psycho shit, but I just remember that part. And I was on the phone with M-16, and I just so happened to say it while I was walking through the house, and he was like, "Oh, that's a song by Drop of a Hat." He was like, "I ain't heard nobody sing that song in a long time." I'm like, "Bro, how do you know that?"
Because he's way older than all of us.
It wasn't even like I was singing Juicy by Biggie, like a big song. This is a pure song. I have no idea when I heard it, how long ago. It just is in my head, and I know it's from a long time ago. He just
Khujeaux it's because it's during his time. It was in his era.
So.
Right.
I guess so.
Right.
And can you, because I don't remember who it was. I'm pretty sure you
Spice
do.
One. Spice One.
Oh wow, don't know that.
Hey man, that guy right there, dude. There he is.
Encyclopedia.
Hey, but I do admire it though, but I
Yeah.
just be lost and I'm a little slick jealous, so don't worry about it.
If you applied all of that, if you applied that power, I'm gonna say this is your superpower. If you applied that to today's music, you could probably be a force in the radio world. But instead you just decide to stick with your 90s to late 90s, and that's pretty much it.
It's not all the way accurate. One of these days, you know, we're gonna go through, not right now because I was going somewhere with this, but we're gonna go through everybody's recently played on whatever their streaming platform is and have some fun with that.
Let's do it.
But I was gonna say, so have we kept our years-long streak of there's been an award show, we're supposed to be a hip-hop show, and we didn't watch it.
We saw highlights. Does that count? Like watching NFL Red Zone. I mean,
I read the New York Post this morning to see who won everything.
Yeah, you got the important information.
I just kept seeing Beyonce and Blue Ivy won a Grammy for what?
Yeah, Blue Ivy won one for.
Apparently, she has a song.
Wasn't she on Brown Skin Girl?
So has the Grammys, like, if you look at, like, remember Khujeaux, a long time ago, man, we broke down the best rap album category, Grammy category years ago, who won, and it's like they just seem to, on some of the albums that were given the best, they won the Grammy, it was by a name of somebody that they knew, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the best one. They was like, oh wait, well Eminem's got something, I'll just give it to him. Or remember they messed around and gave Macklemore and Ryan, like,
look, that's why people stop watching the Grammy.
Nah, for real.
That bullshit.
I would say if you had to pinpoint a moment in history, I would, to Easy's point, I think that's probably it. That's when ratings went down.
So the Grammys jumped the shark on that one. Yeah,
and then they started that same year, or maybe a year after, or somewhere around that same time, the Oscars So White hashtag kind of popped up too. So ever since then, these award shows have just been losing credibility and just kind of tanking. I think the award show that, what am I trying to say? That
it's lost its sauce.
I think it's an antiquated, it's an aged thing that just is like, I don't think people care as much anymore. You know what I'm saying?
No, I could agree with that, especially with some of the, like I said, the winners that they had. Like if you go look at the best rap album category.
Oh my God, the nominees this year were garbage.
Didn't Nas win?
Yes, and look. First of all, I don't disagree with that call, because that was easily the best album compared to these shits. Like,
all right, if you looking at it right now, who's in there?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, who's in?
Let's go.
An album called Black Habits by D Smoke, whoever that is. Freddie Gibbs came out with an album. Didn't know that. He called it Alfredo.
Okay.
Might have to check that one out.
I'm pretty sure it's about cocaine. That's kind of his thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I prefer Marinara, actually.
A written testimony by Jay Electronica.
Oh yeah, because that was like, he finally came out with an album after 30 years in the game. So okay.
And then The Allegory by Royce the 5'9", which I didn't even know he was still rapping. So I
mean, it's besides the D Smoke person, because I don't know who that is. I mean, that's a pretty decent list. And then
I didn't know
Ledisi
Ledisi came out with anything for you.
Yeah, no. Ledisi, she won a Grammy. It was like best R&B song or something like that.
Is that a new song or is that?
It's about a year old, so it ain't new
now,
per se.
Best R&B album, Bigger Love by John Legend. Like, that album was amazing. Like, I have listened to that album on repeat, like, in all my feelings multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm just still stuck on this rap.
I got a hot take on John Legend real quick. That John Legend actually was my wedding song that we danced to. And looking back on it, I don't think he's that great of a singer.
No, he's not. I don't think that's a very hot take.
Lukewarm, it's not hot at all.
But it's the lukewarm, because I would just say it gets people talking. It is very polarizing is the word I was looking for. That is a polarizing thing
I
to say
mean,
because there's people
okay,
on both
so
sides.
if he's not an amazing singer, but like the lyrics and the performance of it
Yeah,
all.
he's a good
Yeah,
songwriter.
he makes good music, no doubt
he's a good
about it.
songwriter.
Like,
Okay.
he's
I'm
very-
like, okay, he's not trash by a long shot.
he's great at what he does. It's just like he's not as talented as some other people.
Yeah.
But I will just say real quick, King's Disease, that Nas album was very good.
I didn't know Nas had an album until I found out he won.
It's very good. He had a lot of like relevant people now in rap on the album. It was pretty good.
I'm glad because he's been dropping some clunkers over the past.
Yeah, I mean, me and 16 talked about it a while back, but like,
Look,
I had actually told him when it came out that it was pretty good.
I'm glad nostalgia exists because there's a lot of people that's grandfathered into their titles in the rap game.
Well, Nas is definitely one of them.
So you feel like he fits in that category where his career, like you would never say, okay, you would never say, like, you would never hear somebody say, well, Nas is whack, because he's not whack. But he has some peaks and valleys in his career where he's like super hot and then he just tails off. It's like when he's motivated and then he's not motivated. But he ain't never been whack. He just went through some moments.
I mean, I think you can admit that somebody has a talent, being his lyricism. He's good at rapping. But then to translate that into making good music. You know what I mean?
That is an excellent point, Khujeaux.
There's a lot, and I try to. I had this conversation with a lot of people. I don't have this conversation often, but I do when I do. I take this stance that there's a difference in being talented at what you do and make in terms of music and making good music. You can be a very talented singer. You can have an amazing voice, but you make awful music. You can, and then on the opposite, you could have a trash voice and just make amazing music.
But I think that goes to your team because there's some people when they're on a label, they're super talented, and then they're like, oh well, my record label said I had to sing this song, but this was not a good fit for me, or they said I had way better songs that I wanted to put on the album, but they didn't make the cut, and so like you'll hear something underground and like this is crazy, or it's just an interlude, and and then you hear somebody and you're like they're trash, but they give them the best producers, the best background people, the best I call them like
But look, I
got a name for those, Khujeaux.
It's not go ahead.
No, I'm saying I got a name. I call them like artists like that. I call them, they make big songs. Like to me, an example of that, even though she's immensely talented in my view, but Beyonce makes big songs. Like they might be better singers than her, but she makes big songs, hits. Yeah. She has that ability. So what you're saying, it makes perfect sense.
Now, who really fits in that category is Cassie. Cassie made hits. But I would not trust her to sing for my life.
No, Aaliyah was in that group. Aaliyah made hits, but she wasn't.
Yeah. Now, look, you're gonna get some people come on here and cancel you. I ain't trying to get
you might get a comment or two.
I share the same view, and I will die on that hill that she could not say. But because she was so big, and her personality and the image persona that she put out there,
tragic death,
I said, and all that coupled with a tragic death, and it was it's.
But I think too, don't you think like depending on who else is out as well, who can even compete with certain people, can give them more leverage than they would if they had like comparable competition. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think historically that might have been true, but I think today the market is so saturated with artists and producers and people you can work with. It's not a whole lot of excuses other than the market is saturated. Like you might not have heard this because there's so much music out. You know what I'm saying? Like you could. But
I still think they handpick people who are allowed to be famous right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
like
the
just now, Okay, so there was Nicki Minaj for a long time. There's nobody in her lane with her. Then Cardi B came, and Nicki Minaj has had a really hard time getting back out there on the same level because when she released her last album, it tanked terribly, and she's got this whole huge following. But now you've got like, I think they're trying to shift to where you can have like these other girls. So you got like City Girls, you got Cardi B, you got Meg Thee Stallion. So it's like they're allowing.
But she also kind of ran her course too, right? I mean, there's
she absolutely did. Nobody asked for that last album.
There's a time to be in the spotlight, and then there's a time when you kind of.
But I think she missed her opportunity to stay relevant for a few more years because
she did
when she refused to partner and feature and work with other female rappers, I think, and then of course her attitude and her lashing out at everybody all the time, I just think it painted this really distorted image of her, like she only wants to play with boys, like she doesn't support female rappers. And so they kind of moved that train without her, but like all the other female rappers was like, oh, let's collab together. So they all have like this group that she didn't want to be a part of, and now she can't get back on. And so people are just totally like, oh, never mind. Because it's like, what could she do?
I mean, she did do that song with Meg. I mean, she I think that
I think what hurt her that could have really extended her career. She didn't want to collab with Cardi, and I think they had beef around that. Yeah.
Oh God.
So I don't think that helped. It's like, so you a female rapper, you hot. Cardi B's up and coming. She's getting there. Y'all both from the same city. Like,
what's crazy?
Why would you not want to work with her?
The fans created that beef, and then they played into it. Like there was no beef between them aside from people on social media.
No, I thought there
she
was
had
like
beef with Remy Ma. Like, no, they literally.
That was a beef. But I mean, like with Cardi B, there was just like, because when Cardi came out, it was like, oh, there's now a new pretty light-skinned, racially ambiguous rap chick, and she, hard and whatever else, and then like that became a thing. So it was the Nicki fans and the Cardi fans, and every time on social media, it was like, oh, won't you throw a shot, or won't you say, like the fans were going at it, and then eventually they both the artists played into it, and then that's when that was after they dropped that song with Migos.
That's when it apparently all started.
Yeah, and then like after that, they had a fight. Then they lashed out on each other on social media, on their IG stories, on Twitter, and everything. So it was a whole thing. So how did we get here? Where were we going?
How do we get anywhere when we get on this show?
I was going to make one more comment about the Grammys. Just based on what I read, a lot of these were just like default, like, okay, yeah, we got people to fill the category, but we all know who clearly should have won this nominee. So I don't think there was a lot of strong competition this year. The only one I got a rebuttal for, and I mean, maybe I'll just catch some slack for this, but I feel like the best rap performance was not Savage by Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce. I think there was a lot of songs in that category that probably could have.
What were the other songs?
Deep Reverence by Big Sean and Nipsey, Bop by The Baby, What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow, The Bigger Picture by Lil Baby, and then Dior by Pop Smoke.
Nah, Meg and Beyonce. First of all,
I think that one just because of the
big
collab
song
and everything.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, it's a big song. Yeah, like I said, I don't personally. I thought there was some other songs, but hey, there was another one.
I tell you what, that playlist sounds like one that's spinning continuously on repeat, right down in hell. Just saying.
Yeah, that was really it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
I see why Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce won. I mean, everybody and their mama was singing a song, and she hopped on the remix and just blew up. So makes sense.
Yeah. Once you get the Beyonce stamp of approval, that's all you need.
And then I think too, you got to think about like TikTok. Like when the pandemic first hit, everybody and their freaking mama was doing the Savage on TikTok. So I think that goes into like viral plays. So I
think that started the TikTok dances. Unless there was another one before that.
Between that one, there was a song before it, and I just can't. Maybe Renegade.
How'd it go?
Renegade. Go.
Was TikTok out when Whoa was doing? Because I know everybody was doing their little Whoa videos, but I don't know if that was Instagram or if that made it to TikTok.
I think that was more Insta than it was.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. But no, because Savage was the first one that I saw everybody doing the.
Now we got to Google it, Khujeaux, because we're not gonna be hip if we don't know this.
Quick, Ralph. Name 3 Meg Thee Stallion songs.
You
M16.
Oh my god.
M16. Name 3 Meg Thee Stallion songs.
Bored in the house. Bored in the house. In the house, bored.
The trick behind that is the person starts talking about them, then you hit it with them. I wasn't saying my extensive knowledge of Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay, bro. Well, I'm gonna save you. So, Bored in the House was definitely before Savage.
Okay.
Out West with the Jack Boys and Travis Scott.
Out West. That one was
Yeah.
And then Savage came after that one.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. They got Roxanne. Lottery. That was by K-Camp. So that's the Renegade song.
Got it.
Let's see what else. See if I see any other ones on here. I didn't know Reverse was a TikTok song. That song been out. I Spy. Wow, that's an old song too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Yeah. So those are the TikTok songs. There's one they've been playing the shit out of lately.
That rock.
Oh yeah, beatbox. Yeah, that's exactly the one I was thinking of.
And the dance is ugly. I think it's supposed to be, but it just doesn't even.
I will say some funny content has come out of this song.
Oh yeah, I mean it's funny when people doing it intentionally in like funny places and stuff like that. I think that's kind of what I liked about it.
Cool. So what we pivot into.
Right.
So it seems like Atlanta's gonna have a lot of new episodes of the first 48 the way these shootings are going.
What the hell? We don't need to let nobody else in. We need to go on a whole lockdown for visitors because this is ridiculous.
I think it's people that live here personally, because I mean they literally had a shooting today, like 5 minutes from my apartment. Like 6 people got shot at a spa.
But that's the thing, like I know for a fact that people are coming here and like hanging out for weeks because of COVID and they have nothing else to do. They're coming here visiting people and just hanging out. And I'm like, because what's different like within the last year that wasn't like this before? You know what I'm saying? Well, because we always had violent stuff. But the type of crimes is just insane.
I
think it's the cadence. I think it's happening a lot more than when I first moved here. Because I lived in Memphis, okay? And if you followed the Memphis Police Department on Twitter, I guarantee you there's at least 3 shootings a day in Memphis. Like guaranteed it's happening somewhere. So I think here it happened, but it didn't happen nearly as often as like a city like Memphis. Whereas now this shit's happening every day. And I think you made a good point, Diva, because like I was out on the Beltline like all weekend riding bikes and everybody and their mama was on the Beltline, was at Piedmont Park.
Yeah,
like they got a lot of people. I think Atlanta compared to other cities is like wide open.
It's huge tourists. Like I was going to a pop-up shop over off of Edgewood and I could barely get down the effing street because I came from Boulevard. So the amount of people that was at the King Center, it was insane. Like they didn't want to get out the street. I'm like, listen, y'all are not effing pigeons. So one thing's got to happen. You need to either get out the way or vroom. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of tourists here. They're all at the mall, like the people hanging out at Lennox who are not like buying anything. Like you can tell when you look at them, they hold, if you call it swag, because it looks horrible. You can tell they are not from Atlanta. The way they act, the way they talk, the way they carry themselves. That is not an Atlanta vibe at all, period. And they bring in their whole foolishness. All-Star Weekend was insane. Like, those people were not from Atlanta. I can tell by the way they dress and everything. I'm like, we just need to just have, I don't know.
I mean, you can't stop it. Like literally, Atlanta's wide open. Like if you are not from here or don't live here, and you come to Atlanta, you would think there's no COVID. The way
you really
bars are
wouldn't.
open, the way, I mean,
Yes.
Lil Baby and somebody had a concert on All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Really?
Packed house.
That's what you can attribute to last year's rates going up, because we were one of the only cities open, so more people came in.
True.
We was also this last one to close too.
I was in Buckhead Village last weekend, and it was packed. Like, I mean, people were wearing masks, but I mean, it kind of didn't matter because, I mean, there was all the restaurants were packed. Like, we had reservations. There were no available tables at all anywhere. Yeah. The courtyard of Buckhead Village was packed. Like, I mean, it was deep. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, crime rates have gone up, but it's like has the population increased as well? Because I would say so. So relative to the number of people, I would say that kind of level sets. And
you know what happened? A lot of people moved here since they work from home.
That's a good point.
I found out that the rates of moving, people have been buying houses here like crazy because now that everybody's working from home, it allows them to go ahead and just relocate. So a lot of people have relocated here from LA, from Texas, from New York, from Tennessee. Florida is huge.
No, that's 100% true. Like, people are moving here. Like, we met a group of people out there. They literally just moved from California 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Didn't change jobs, didn't do nothing. Like, they literally just
for the hell of it.
Yeah.
I think I think last year, like you said, I think that might have, probably spiked or gone up, but I think historically it's kind of been a downward trend, like people like being from here. Like, I don't know where everybody's going. They were actually born and raised here, but it's like every time
that trend ended a long time ago.
It did.
Yeah, there is not everywhere I go. People are like, "Wait, you're actually from here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm literally from here." They're like, "You don't sound like you're from here." I'm like, "I literally was born at Grady." They're like, "Dang, I never met anyone who's actually born here."
50% of the people on this panel right now are not from here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But what?
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, you two are a rare commodity at this point, because like the people I know that live here are not from here.
Right.
Besides you guys.
I'm used to since I think, and at that company that we all used to work at or whatever. I think whenever we used to go out to lunch, I think somebody would kind of make the comment or make the joke or whatever. It was like, there's a bunch of people at this table right now, and I think I might have been the only one, or we might have been the only ones or whatever that were from here. And it's crazy, but it was like that everywhere I went. Almost.
The other
I'm hanging with people I grew up with.
The other two missing people are from Alabama, right?
Yeah. So
wow.
So Alabama, Louisiana, and Georgia. So that's just
So let me ask you guys this. Do you think it's a bad or a good thing that Atlanta's becoming diluted, if you will?
No, it's bad. Go home.
It's bad. Go leave. Well, because this is the reason I say it's bad. And I'm not going to
say, you guys are okay. No, you guys can go home too.
Wow.
Well, I will say I like you guys here. If anybody has to be here, I prefer you guys to be here than other riffraff that came, because what happens is this. Atlanta culture is very rich, but it's been tainted with people from other cultures that don't have the same respect. So they come here with all their little foolish ways and they implement that into our culture, and people think it's an Atlanta thing. But we can tell exactly when something happens, if that's an Atlanta situation or if that's somebody who's not from here. Because even when people do bad things in Atlanta, it has a certain style to it, and when people do other things, we're like, oh, them some that's not from here, because we don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's too much of that going on, and people coming here with their little gangs and their little stupid scams and all this other stuff. And Atlanta don't move like that. Honestly, they don't. They do other stuff, but it ain't that. So yeah, it's too diluted and people can't tell the difference. And then how can people tell us, oh yeah, that's some Atlanta stuff? I'm like, how do you know? Because you're not even from here. You can't even tell us that that's Atlanta.
Get blamed on native like
yes,
folks from Atlanta or Georgia in general, where they're like, oh, the traffic is terrible. It's all these transplants from other places that's making the traffic bad, or bad drivers, or people don't support the sports teams because they're from other places and they still support where they're from, and all this other stuff.
But that's true, though.
Those are two solid arguments.
Those are two solid. Have you ever been to a bar like back before COVID and saw like who people really be representing? It's everything but, because they not from here, and there's just that loyalty. Like, people don't move to a new state and then all of a sudden super support that team right away.
I mean, for the most part, that's true. But I know some people that.
That's a
look, hold on. Look,
right now.
we know our where our.
But that's a bad example, because you're trying to have us not go home at all. Where we start talking about, well, we root for the Falcons now. You're trying to have us not be able to go home ever.
But that proves Khujeaux's point. You guys are transplants, and look what you're repping. You got on a T-shirt, and he got all that stuff on the back of the wall. But y'all, 16 has been here long enough to have maybe something else up there, but. Easy gets a pass because he's still new. However,
your children should be Atlanta Falcons fans.
They should have had baby onesies on at this point.
The fact that your children are Saints fans is first of all, it's abusive. It's abusive parenting. And it's not who they are. It's not who they are.
How dare I allow my children to bask in winning a championship? How dare I? I should teach them to be mediocre, is what you're telling me.
Were they born when you won a championship?
No.
Well,
yes. One was.
One was, yes.
But Khujeaux, this is borderline like the whole SIBO situation. Nobody really remembers the date except for him.
That is
true. So long ago.
That's true.
Hey, look, at least ours is on DVD.
And who has a machine for that anymore?
I mean, any game system. Any game system. Look, I mean, we could talk about our team.
Hey, you guys want to watch the championship? Let me go get this CD and put it into the
Hey, look, at least it ain't on VHS. You know, Cowboys fans out here, I hope they got a VHS player.
To be perfectly honest, it's almost about the same at this point, because somebody
hey, 16, you gonna go ahead and
this
put the nail in the coffin on them, or I know you're waiting to say it.
Somebody gave me a DVD and was like, "We need you to watch this," and I'm like, "I have no idea how to watch that because I don't."
Okay, so 16, you gonna go ahead and end them, or you just going?
My Xbox died on me, so that was my only DVD player in this entire house, and I'm just like, "Can I stream it?" I might be able to stream it.
You could probably find one on eBay. You know, they sell all the antique artifacts on there. Now you may have to pay $500, but you know, you might get one.
I'm not entertaining, you know, that whole thing. I mean, everybody's got jokes about that point. I guess the point that I was getting at without getting into a sports argument was that a lot of the things and stuff that's placed on people that live in Atlanta or have moved here, they blame everything else on outsiders, which might be partially true. But some of the worst drivers that talk about that stuff are folks I know are from here who say that.
Hey, that is a part of my rant today, because somebody from a state that I will name cut me off. And there's a couple of states. There's 4 states of people that every time I get cut off or somebody skids across 5 lanes of traffic, they're from one of these 4 states. And that's actually one of my rants.
I'm saying when you got a melting pot in, New York's a melting pot or whatever, but like they got an amazing public transportation system where like people don't. So you move down here from New York, you probably just got behind the wheel of your first car at the age of 47.
Exactly.
Like, that's how much you need a car down here. So I will say that you have people from every other city across the country bringing their driving styles or lack thereof, and then like you drop them all in one city where you have to have a car. You keep MARTA's not going to get you everywhere.
No.
I mean, can we at least talk about who engineered the interstate system? Because
it's terrible. Our infrastructure system.
I was about to say, I know it was do with bad drivers, but y'all literally give people a half a mile to merge and try to get on 285
I will say this about
terrible. How much time do you need?
Wait, hold on.
Well, clearly with all these cars here, you need at least a mile or 2. Shit.
I will say this about our infrastructure. Our infrastructure is bad, but it was built for the people that live here. We just haven't updated it to accommodate the influx of the population growth.
But you know what? Texas is worse because has anybody been to Dallas before? Like literally, the exit.
I used to live in Dallas for a little while.
It's like the streets. It's horrible. Like at least we have like a true exit ramp.
I don't know. I love it out there.
Dallas does not have like
a
ramp.
I was about to say. I feel like Texas said, you know what? Dallas. Instead of building this 2-lane highway, let's just build 5 on each side because we know what Dallas is going to be. Atlanta, on the other hand, was like, the city's probably going to get bigger, but we're just going to keep it at 3 lanes apiece because, whatever. Like, what is it, 285?
People who aren't from here can't drive on the 5 or 6 lane traffic on 85 or
more lanes 75. Is definitely not the solution.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say, there's people in LA that probably want to have a conversation with you about 5-lane highways.
Hey, we have several. It's just depending on how inner city you go. But people who are not from here, they panic and can't use those. I'm just like, okay, we got way more lanes.
I don't know about that. Like I said, there's 2 interchanges I think of that are just god awful, and it's I-20 getting on 285 either south or north, and then there's 285 going to 85 north. That shit is always backed up.
No, you didn't name the worst one. You skipped over the worst one, and that's 285 trying to get on 400. It's the worst thing in the history of life.
Ever. That's not the worst one. That is not the worst one.
That's definitely not.
Let me tell you
what's about like in Dunwoody.
It doesn't matter.
Yes. Listen,
no.
It's
okay, it's all
going 285. Anything going to 85 North Gwinnett is a freaking nightmare all day, every day.
Terrible.
First of all, if you're trying to come from 285 from Dunwoody to get on the 85, I can't tell you how many days you accidentally sit in traffic, and it has nothing to do with 285. It's everybody trying to go 85 North to Jimmy Carter, Pleasant Hill. They're trying to go to Buford. They're trying to go to Athens. Like that traffic is horrible. No matter what time of day it is, like it doesn't move at all. At least 400 has the emergency lane that you can use that doubles as an extra lane that you can, between certain hours. When I lived in Dunwoody, that was the best lane ever. Like I never sat in traffic, but that's Gwinnett is horrible. Like no matter what, slit your wrist.
They're gonna have to. Well, I know they're doing it in Dunwoody, expanding the.
They are. That's been taking
the
forever.
lanes.
Oh, they've been working on that for a long time. Jeez.
Yeah, I was about to say that shit. I feel like that shit's been there for
these
forever.
new lanes we're adding, you got to pay to drive in them, and then nobody drives in them, and then
Oh, those stupid lanes, the Peach Pass lane that nobody uses.
Yeah, I was about to say you talking about I-75 North. They got one of those lanes, the express lane, and it's always closed.
It's a terrible idea.
So they're ripping
and then
you
it's
off.
got the flex pay where, like, if it's in high demand, like, dude, I'm not paying $10 to drive in this stupid lane. It is what it is, and I work for myself, so I don't have to be anywhere at a certain time. Sorry. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's never that.
Georgia thought they were going to be Texas and get away with that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but they shut down the toll lanes on 400. So what made you think that you needed this whole new lane that sometimes is 5 cents and sometimes it's $5?
The toll lanes on 400 was only to pay for the construction that was on there. I mean, that thing had already been paid for and done, and they just kept running the toll road for like 3-4 years after. That thing been paid for.
Hey, look, that's how Buckhead became Buckhead. 50 cents at a time.
Khujeaux, how long ago would you say it was done? Like, I mean, 09 maybe?
You what, the construction?
No, I'm saying it had been done. And how much longer was they running them tolls after that?
The construction finished in like 99, 2000, something crazy like that. And then it kept running all the way up until like 2010.
Yep.
Dang.
Oh, damn.
I'm like, why are we still paying this 50 cent toll over here? They was like, well, they still paying it. I'm like, this shit been finished.
Been done. It'd been a minute. I might have been using on purpose, but it'd been a very, very long time. And they kept them tolls up because I mean, you was paying it. I mean, what are you gonna do? You gotta get your car home.
Yep.
Yeah, you do. You do.
That is true.
So cool.
The menu, Khujeaux.
Menu. Yes, I have something.
get twisted, I just wanna go and pull you closer. Grab you by the waist, make your hips so soft. Cause you know I will love you better than many men, cause not many men I get ya. They won't get you there, to the point where you swear that you can't pay. Being in the same room with no attention, let me make it clear. It don't matter where, I'ma get you there. If you down with that, let's cut the raps. Girl, I wanna get to know you, so tell me all the things you won't do. When I come through, you gon' take it somewhere. Feeling shy, that's okay, boo. So tell me what you really, really won't do. When you come through, I won't take it somewhere. 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 Pull up round your block round 1 a.m. Looking for a nightcap, looking for a friend. Yeah, she know I'm a freak, but I'm a gentleman. So I take my time, I'll be gentle on your skin. Press your lips against mine, taste the melanin. She say I kiss like a pro, that's a mental spin. Cause now I'm thinking about her when I'm hustling. Checkmate, soulmate, she got me wondering. Does she wanna be with me like that? If I go for the kitty, will she let it bite back? Or is this just another game or trap that she wanna play? See if I move like that. I'ma let you know the D like crack. One hit, keep you coming right back. So don't play with a G like that. Don't play with a G like that. Girl, I wanna get to know you, so tell me all the things you won't do. When I come through, you gon' take it somewhere. Feeling shy, that's okay, boo. So tell me what you really, really won't do. When you come through, I won't take it somewhere. 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 Take it somewhere.
Recognizant.
Alright, but anyway, so what I got is Parmesan garlic kettle chips. If you're familiar with the Kettle brand, they do amazing work.
They do.
Yes,
They don't miss, as the kids say. They just don't. If you haven't tried Kettle brand, I feel sorry for you. I was gonna say something else. I don't want you to listen to the show, but we don't want. We want you to listen to the show. You shouldn't be listening to the show, but listen to the show. They released Parmesan garlic flavor, and it's one of those things I could really see people. You know, like you cook with chips sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You can make like a makeshift kind of panko crust or something. You know what I'm saying? Out of chips or whatever. But excuse me, this one I really am challenging people to cook with. Cause this chip just tastes like something that would taste good with like real food. But the chip by itself is delicious. It's a delicious flavor.
Would you like a dip or something, or what would you eat it with?
No, I mean like
this sounds like one you just eat by yourself. Like you don't need a dip or nothing.
Don't. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say don't.
No.
I thought you
not today.
I thought you meant like sharing the bag.
Not in my house.
Don't share this bag. This is the bag that you eat yourself. These chips are good. I might be overselling it a little bit, but I was just really surprised how well the Parmesan garlic flavor was captured. I mean, kettle cooked chips, you know, you still get the kettle crunch. That's kind of a given. But I don't know what I expected from the flavor, but I was pleased. I won't say pleasantly surprised, because I didn't have any expectations. Yeah, I didn't have any expectations, so it wasn't necessarily a surprise. It just was good, and it's a very light flavor. So it's not like what's something else I feel like is aggressive, like a salt and vinegar. You know what I'm saying? Like when the vinegar kind of hits your tongue, or like a spicy chip. You know, like a spicy chip. That's something different. But anyway, this is a very light flavor. It's a very delicate kind of garlicky. It's not very garlicky. It's not like a lot of flavor hits you, but the flavor that's there is good. So I like it. It's and it makes it easily, and I say all that because it makes it poppable. And that meaning like you can eat a bunch of them without being overwhelmed by the flavor. You know what I mean? So I like it. Good chip. Plugging you out of that one.
I'm excited. I saw those and I think I want to try them because I like Parmesan.
It's good. Like I said, if you want to crush that over some, like if you making some Parmesan garlic flounder or something like that, you want to crumble some chips over the top of it or create like a panko kind of breadcrumb thingy out of these chips and put this on macaroni.
Speaking of that,
macaroni.
I actually
crumble this over the top. It's macaroni and cheese. That'd be delicious. Anyway,
does this put you in the mode of you know how some places like to do like garlic Parmesan like fries or something like that? Does that put you kind of in that mindset a little bit?
The only place I can think of that Parmesan garlic fries is right now. I probably have to think on it a little bit. But the only place that comes to mind is the gyro spot. What's the place? Great Wraps.
Great Wraps.
No,
and that's
let's say American Deli.
Nah, that seasoning is garbage. You know, they start giving you the seasonings that you can, you know what I'm saying, flavor your fries with. They had all that extra stuff.
Them is fighting words. American Deli seasoning is garbage.
No, I'm Great Wraps.
Oh, Great Wraps. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about the seasonings that Great Wraps gives you to put on your fries or whatever.
Well, Great Wraps is garbage, period. But that's another story for another day.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was consistently getting the gyros back when I used to frequent the mall.
Same here. Early to mid 2000s.
The shawarma is questionable, but the pita, the bread, and the cucumber sauce, you can give me that. You could give me the sauce inside a pita, and I would eat it. It was delicious.
So good. Hey, but guess what I had today? I had the Popeyes fish sandwich today.
Were you just not saying that?
Well, I took a picture and I had planned, and I enjoyed it. All of the components go together very nicely. I think next time I'm going to ask for more pickles because I just like pickles. But it was, and then this genius put my sauce, tartar sauce, on the bottom and the top, but not like overkill, but just enough where I wasn't like, dry sandwich. Because, they put it on the top, but like there's, still the underbun that's dry. So I was pleasantly surprised. It was very spicy, but the spice was balanced for it to be and it definitely was flounder and not like a, I always worry about this overly,
manufactured
patty.
Manufactured cod.
Right, manufactured cod. Like, so it's all compressed down and weird. But
and a square. Last time you seen a square fish.
Like, what did you do with the rest of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, my fillet was definitely awkward shaped like real fish. So
Yep. There you go.
So it was good, and it pairs very well with the French fries, which they have like the seasoned French fries. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I was just like,
I've had five since they came out.
Yeah, I'm not too far behind you. I want to say like 4 for sure.
Like legit, that is my go-to now when I pull up at Popeye. Like, I haven't gotten chicken since they dropped it.
I'm not a chicken on the bone person at Popeye, so I was getting like the chicken tenders, the French fries, and I don't go there all the time because to eat out. Jesus Christ, it's like $10 at Popeyes, but.
So that sandwich by itself the sandwich alone is $5. I think the combo is like $9.
But for the fish sandwich?
Yeah, the fish sandwich is
it's actually the cheapest thing on the menu. The
it's
combo
actually
is like
$3 something.
Yeah,
the
sandwich by itself is like
item.
It's $6.99
like
$4
by itself, and the combo is like
$6.50. Is that here to stay?
That sandwich is $4.50. The sandwich by itself is $4.50.
Yeah, but the combo is cheap as hell compared to the other shit on the menu.
It's the cheapest thing on the menu. So in my neighborhood is $6.99, and that's
I'm trying to find out: is this here to stay, or is this just through Lent season?
No, I think it's probably here to stay. Probably.
Well, it's definitely serving its purpose for this guy.
Not gonna lie,
I think they might do, to M16's point, I think they might do what some of the other places do and just drop it during Lent. I hope they keep it on the menu. They can get rid of one of them po' boys and make room for this.
They sell po' boys? I wouldn't. I don't know.
They
actually have pretty good shrimp.
That's a po' boy.
They got a shrimp po' boy and they got a
fish one.
They do. Oh yeah, okay. I was about to say, I remember seeing two, but
I mean, it's okay to the uninitiated.
Yeah,
but, I think they should keep it on the menu because you have a lot of people who they could capture a lot of pescatarians or people who don't want to, who just need a break from chicken sometimes, and they could definitely get a lot of people with that. Because I mean, when I'm really not in the mood to eat chicken, beef, pork, and all that, I would love to have like a better option, because I just get French fries from places sometimes because there's not really another option for me.
Have y'all tried the beignets?
I need to. I keep looking at it and I just forget to grab it too.
Man, I just can't bring myself to it, Khujeaux. I just can't. I seen it.
I mean, look,
I saw when you took a bite.
If you've tried the po' boy and you saying that it's good to the uninitiated, you feel the same about the beignets. I mean,
what I like about them,
when you bit it, the texture didn't even fit what an actual beignet is. When you bit into it,
it's like the fried. It's like the same thing as one of the fried pies. It's like, if you can imagine, it's like a mini fried pie with like Hershey's on the inside.
Yeah, that's the only thing that intrigues me about it is the filling.
Oh, the filling was great. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, of course, a filled beignet. I don't think that's a thing. I've never been to New Orleans.
To be honest, I think
Popeyes
is the first. 16, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen a beignet filled with a cream or jelly.
It's pillowy.
I feel better.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I'll keep it in the back of my mind, Khujeaux, that the next time I go home, I will go to Cafe Du Monde and I will specifically get you some of those so you can have the real deal, man.
Oh, they're so good. Like, I don't even know what happens to your stomach when you're at Cafe Du Monde, but it's a bottomless pit of beignets. Somehow you find the room between that and your coffee, and you can literally eat a plate of them.
And they don't cost a lot. And
the closest thing to a beignet, if you're just trying to like get something like similar texture, obviously the beignets on a whole nother level.
Yeah,
but like if you want like a Chinese donut, that's like similar texture to a beignet.
Yeah,
like the pillowy.
But then you got to get a good one, because most Chinese donuts I don't like. I think it's the sugar.
Hey, look, hey, Diva, look, we're not playing the game tonight, so you don't have to worry about throwing every food we talk about under the bus. But yeah. So.
Okay.
Cool. What we arguing about this week?
All right, so I put it in the chat. We're actually, speaking of pastries and whatnot, we're talking about bread this week in restaurants. So the options are, we got the Texas Roadhouse buns. We got the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits. We got the Olive Garden breadsticks.
Oh, okay.
And then we have the bread from Outback.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So what I want to say is, just off the rip, all of these are great. The cheddar biscuits are in their own category. They're not going anywhere.
Nope.
Olive Garden breadsticks, amazing. They're not going anywhere. So unfortunately, I think Outback's the out one here. They gotta go. Not because they're bad, but just all these other three to me are just awesome. And if they don't bring out your food in time, you could probably, fuck around and get full off of any of those. So Outback's out.
I really like that you made that point, because I was going to mention something like, when you go to a restaurant as a kid or as an immature person going to a restaurant would feel like the bread is just a waste. But as you get older and you really appreciate a good bread at a restaurant, sometimes that can outshine the meal, to be perfectly honest.
Pretty much.
Hey, looking at you, Texas Roadhouse.
There have been some restaurants I would go back to. I don't remember what I ordered because I remember the bread. And I'm looking at you,
Stony River, man. Stony River. Man,
I will be at Stony River in like next weekend, so I've never been there before.
What
but
do
the
you
bread
call?
Is good.
Hold on. But Diva, he had a name for it. What'd you call that? You call that butter angel tears. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something about this bread. I know we're doing one gotta go, but let me tell you about this shit, okay? You want to talk about pillowy, but yet crunchy, but yet soft, but yet I could not stop eating it. And they're not that big. They're like this big.
Yeah, they almost like what am I trying to say?
They're like little donut holes.
Thank you. Yes, I was about to say munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, donut holes. Thank you. They're like donut holes, and like you said, the texture is so hard to put into words because it's fluffy. Everything he just said, I am diddling, and they got the nerve to bring you out honey butter to smother it in.
Ooh,
and the honey butter. It tastes like they literally are making it in the back with honey. Like
he called it angel tears. That's what he called it. He said, "Did you put some of them angel tears on it?" I don't know what you call it. I was eating it.
Yes.
Wow.
I would eat the butter. Like, just don't give me bread. Just bring the butter out. I mean, I want the bread because bread is delicious. But
that sounds like me with Chick-fil-A sauce.
It's so unbelievably good. Like it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
And you know, just to cement this even further, I've been to Stony River once, and it was like 2009, 8. It's been well over 10 years, but I still remember that goddamn bread.
We need to hashtag them, at them. Maybe we could get some free food.
Let me tell you something. It ain't too much there that they make, but that's not good.
Now, do you remember that they prime rib was amazing. I remember that too.
Man, the steak, they got these these Philly cheesesteak egg rolls that are ridiculous.
Oh my God, those are beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting all off the one gotta go.
Yes, let's.
Hey, but side note, have you ever had the Philly cheesesteak egg rolls from Goldberg's?
Man, somebody just mentioned Goldberg's to me today and talked about how amazing their avocado toast was, and I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about because I've never heard of
Goldberg's. Is like Goldberg's is like, I know there's one in Dunwoody, like right before you get to Ashford, Dunwoody. They were at. Yeah. Jesus Christ, when I tell you those things are the freaking devil, like so good, but then they close at like 4 o'clock. They're only open for like breakfast and lunch, and they close.
Have you had the avocado toast?
No, I haven't had avocado.
That was one of my homeboys was telling me about it. He was like, it was.
But they make like good sandwiches, good Reubens. Like, you know, I'm real picky, of course, but that place is on point.
Diva, Khujeaux said a mouthful there because, man, avocado toast. I tell you what, man, best way to eat that is throw that shit right in the trash.
Hey, avocado toast is amazing.
Yeah, no, I was about to say 16 is not about the mouse for avocado toast. I know that
in the trash.
I felt like it was one of those pretentious, like trendy kind of, you know what I'm saying, hipster kind of thing until I tried it. And it's so simple, but what really is it's the seasoning that you put on the avocado.
Yes,
you legit can, because avocado has like almost a nothing flavor. You can make
it
on
like anything.
Yeah, you got it. You got to put the
my
pico
favorite
and the salt and the pepper.
You got to get like a good bread though. Like if you get like really good bread, and then like I love brioche. To like yes, brioche is great.
That's what when I made it at home, I used the brioche.
Well, yeah, like do that, or you can get like a Hawaiian bread or something. Put some coconut oil on it, and then glaze it. It gives it this beautiful glossy.
Man, you doing all that? By then, I didn't have a burger, so
see, it's so good. And then you put like red onions on it,
fish sandwich,
salt, pepper, tomatoes. It's so good.
All right, so we're gonna reel it back.
We have trampled all over this segment.
So
go ahead, Diva.
Please, Diva.
Olive Garden breadsticks can go in the trash.
Wow.
Whoa.
Compared to the other ones, the other ones are good.
Somebody got to go. It's hard choice.
That was not the right choice, but hey, everybody's got their opinion.
It was my choice. What are you talking about? It's not the right choice.
Hey, like I said, everybody's got their choice. You know.
Tiki texted in her view on it, but I don't understand what she means because she just wrote that.
I feel like that was a compliment more than it was get the fuck out. That didn't feel like get the fuck out to me.
But still, I mean, at least say which one has to go because now I'm confused. Is she saying they can go with that honey butter cinnamon, that she don't? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like that was not. I felt like that was an endorsement more than it was to get out.
But the game isn't which one is staying, even though you do that. It's which one got to go.
Actually,
well, look, 16. Khujeaux just asked, so we'll have the answer.
But I will say, in the meme, in the photo, it at the top it says who's the best.
Okay, fair enough.
That further muddies up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That sounded like an endorsement more than,
so
her saying get the hell out.
Play the game and say it. Yes. So the one that has to go on this one for me is the first of all, I was today years old when I feel like
you're about to say Red Lobster cheddar biscuits? Why do I feel like you're about to say it?
No, hell no.
Okay.
I was about to say that first off, I didn't even know that Outback was still out in existence to even be on this list. How daring of it.
Oh, so very much so. Like they have one in
it looks like Outback has the same bread that you get like at Longhorn. I think what it's at Pumpernickel. I believe that's what it is.
No, that's not. It's not Pumpernickel. But it is it is a brown bread though.
Google.
I just assume all breads that color is pumpernickel. So,
but
pumpernickel has a distinct pickle taste to it. You know it. It's got a sour,
we'll
vinegary taste.
But it's the one that has to go is going to be the Outback one, just based on that part. The one that is not going anywhere at all is, it's tough in between the two of them. But those Olive Garden breadsticks are the ones that are staying, man.
Hey, especially when they come in hot,
man. Them things is
this is great because
Alfredo, I'm good.
Because you always think that like women are these total foodies to get like, food is like, we like food. But to watch you guys get excited about food, that is just awesome, man. This is a whole new thing. So I know how to get things done. Like just show up with some bread, from one of these restaurants and, hey, no argument.
No rebuttal.
No rebuttal.
No, yeah.
You don't even need a meal. See, women out here doing too much. They over here trying to cook these struggle meals when you can just show up with some bread.
Men are very simple.
No, don't struggle. Man, look here. You show up with some of that. But first of all, but compared to the Stony River, fuck all these other ones. That Stony River beats all of these. So you show up
with the angel tears.
Look. Hey,
what's funny?
We get it. Okay?
Before you ask me, if you go there, y'all go together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Stony River's bougie as hell. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that fits the personality very well.
Yes. Y'all go together.
Look, so
Khujeaux, what you got?
I was just in the middle of it. Google trying to figure out what Outback Steakhouse bread was. Longhorns is honey wheat, whole honey wheat. But apparently Outback is either similar or something different. And nobody says anything, but they give you these copycat recipes, and I'm just gonna assume it's got molasses and honey in it, and coffee, cocoa powder. It's got a lot of stuff in it. So
yeah, that screams Australia. So
it's pretty unique.
Got a lot of stuff in it.
The interesting part of this is the site that I'm on, when I'm reading about this copycat recipe. It mentions a question says, who agrees with me that free restaurant bread is some of the best bread? That Texas Roadhouse bread, those Red Lobster biscuits, the Olive Garden breadsticks, and Outback Steakhouse bread. Literally the four things that we were talking about.
Man.
On this random website.
Bringing it.
Funny.
In college, those Texas Roadhouse rolls with the honey butter was amazing.
I haven't been there in years, but the last time I had them, they dropped off a cliff from what I remember they were. As a younger child. So
it's a hack though to have that bread, because like Khujeaux had said earlier, your meal might be mediocre, but that bread might just be the saving grace.
And I think that's the hack. A lot of restaurants, they have the good, bread. That way it throws off the mediocre meal that you're paying a shit ton of money for.
Red Lobster.
Mm.
Red Lobster.
Whoa.
Especially after Darden sold them, it's definitely mediocre. They fell off.
Oh,
they still do the crab legs well. So
they're so little.
Crab legs.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, you can.
Well, let me say,
you can overcook them and they be soft and not good and no flavor.
It's really texture more than it is flavor. Because if you just get crab legs, they don't have. It's just crab legs.
It's just butter and salt, and that's it, pretty much.
But okay, I actually have only been to Texas Roadhouse once, and that was actually I think just last year or 2019.
Oh wow!
It's hard to keep them together with this damn virus out there.
Thank you. Yep. So I want to say it was either 2019 or 2020. Because I know it's for Mother's Day. So I don't know if it was May 2020 or May 2019. That was my first time going. And I do remember the bread, and it was delicious. Because I remember memes like this would pop up. People talk about the bread a whole lot. Whatever. It's good. Y'all were right to include this. Never been to Outback Steakhouse. So I don't want to, I'm going to take that out. And I'm just going to do the other three because I've never been to Outback Steakhouse. I'm going to say Red Lobster. And I have my reasons. I used to work there, and I ate a plethora of these biscuits. I would leave.
So you ate them out of your appetite?
I ate them out. That was it. Ate them out of my system.
Hey,
because that was the only thing we got free.
About chicken ramen. So
there you go.
Wait, hold on. So out of all that stuff they have there for the employees, you only was able to get cheddar biscuits from working there?
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, unless you worked in the kitchen as a cook and you was eating stuff just because you was back there cooking it. The only thing that you got for free, if a manager caught you eating anything else, you would be risking getting fired. The only thing you could eat for free, according to the policy, was the bread and the salad.
Wow.
So I would leave. Hey. No, I mean, hey, that's fine. If that's what you're gonna do, I would leave with 4 boxes filled to the brim with biscuits, take them to school the next day, eat them because I was working at high school. I would eat them in the cafeteria.
Yeah, you definitely ate yourself out of them. 4 boxes?
Yeah.
God damn.
Because I mean,
if you was smart, I would have just froze them mother suckers and then just sold them.
That too.
Well, they stopped thievery like that a few years ago because they make that shit in the box now and you can make it yourself.
They do.
There you go.
Oh my God! And Jim and Nick's have those similar little miniature version of the cheese.
Now, if you put Jim and Nick's on here,
so good. Woo.
Hey, everything else can go.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say
them Jim and Nick's little biscuits is the truth.
I have not eaten at Jim and Nick's before at all for anything.
Oh my God! Somebody push their mom.
Okay. How did you work here and not eat Jim and Nick's? They had that literally at every.
16, what is like the best chain barbecue that you've had? Like chain.
I like Shane's. If y'all had Shane's Rib Shack, Shane's is pretty good.
You need to have Jim and Nick's because you'll never eat at Shane's again.
Jim and Nick's is like one of the few barbecue places, and I lived in Memphis.
Yes,
and I've had like almost everything on their menu. Like, I guess like I've had the ribs, I've had the brisket, I've had like pork shoulder. All of it's good. You can't go wrong.
You live. I want to say within 3 miles of. I mean, just based on. You live within 3 to 5 miles of a Jim and Nick's. I know.
And 16, that's me saying that it's amazing, and that's the only barbecue place that I eat at because all other restaurants, I swear they boil their ribs or something. It's disgusting.
But it was nothing. It was nothing personal. Like, I just never.
Well, you just never thought to do it.
Yeah, it just never came up on the radar.
I was the same way before I had it. But their macaroni and cheese is awesome too, by the way. Like,
yes, it is, and I am very particular.
Bad that I've had.
Yeah, it's really not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the only barbecue spot.
Their collard greens is horrible. Let me just say that I don't like the collard greens, but
have I had?
But everything else is good, huh?
I don't know if I had collars. I don't know if I.
That's the one barbecue place they don't have like. Hey, we're known for our world famous one dish. Like Jim and Nick's is like, hey, everything's good. Just kind of do a roulette of what you like.
You know what we should do? We're gonna do Snacks and Friends, but we should do like another version with like restaurant food. So we should do like Jim and Nick's, and then we should do the chicken wings from Magic City, and then we should do like 3 restaurants and then do our favorite stuff.
We said the chicken wings from Magic City was we were just gonna host from there one day. So I'm still waiting for y'all.
Okay, I'm down for whatever.
From Magic City eating chicken wings. So I mean, y'all gotta tell me the date. But yeah, we'll do that with another restaurant.
So we could just get a section or something and then just, film inside of it.
I'm 16, waiting on you to choose a date, man.
You say wait on me to choose a date?
Yeah. It's your show. You the boss.
It's your show.
Man, you putting rumors out there, man. This is a collective.
Then he gonna be like, well, that's where 16 had wanted to shoot the next episode. So I was trying to be a team player.
Right. I'm trying to support.
I see what you did there. The little disclaimer, like, this is you. Just in case business Khujeaux takes a look like, really? So he's the ringleader behind that. Like,
she would probably want to go.
Well, yeah. you know, it's all good.
But yeah,
I need to make new friends there.
So wait, so this is one where everybody chose something different, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
This is a good one, Easy. Nice work, sir.
Was.
Yes.
Kudos to the internet.
It's undefeated.
Is it random time now?
It is.
Random.
Diva had one in the holster, I feel like. Go ahead and
Yeah, Diva, go ahead.
I do have two in the holster that I'm gonna shoot real quick. So can we just, like, we were talking about cancel culture earlier. Can we just cancel this new baby daddy culture that all of these young privileged girls are doing? Like, have you not noticed that all of these celebrity daughters are now like purposely in these relationships with these men who already have a whole bunch of kids, like these little rapper dudes? So you've got Zonique, which is T.I. and Tiny's daughter, T.I.'s stepdaughter. She's only 24, but now she has a kid with a guy who has different baby.
She pregnant?
I think she already had the baby. She already had the baby like a couple of months ago, but like she's 24. She done had a baby. Summer Walker got pregnant by London on the Track. He's got multiple kids everywhere. You've got Emily B's oldest, one of her oldest daughters, like 22. She's pregnant by a rapper. Then you've got Yaya, who is Floyd Mayweather's daughter. She's 19, and she done got pregnant by some rapper dude. And I'm like, y'all have to, let's just talk about respecting your womb and who you're gonna.
His name is NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
All that. So let's just talk about respecting your womb, ladies.
Who also has 9 kids at the age of 19. I feel like I've mentioned this on the show before.
Yeah, he does.
Like, I don't understand the thought process behind like in today's society where there's so many things you could do to not become another baby mom. Like, what is the deal with just thinking, oh, I'm not married to this guy. We're not in a super serious relationship. Let me just give him a child.
I feel like people who don't have to worry about the financial risk are okay just doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's like, I think one thing a lot of regular people worry about is being able to support their family, being able to support having kids, and you know, whatever. Like, you don't want to have too many kids and overshoot your pockets. You know what I mean? And now you struggling just to support. You know what I'm saying?
Don't overshoot the club then.
Right. Exactly.
Well, you know, it's more of my thing is like from an emotional and a stability point of view. You're like volunteering, like on purpose, like with all of the advantages you have in life to sign up to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that they're still young girls or whatever, but it's just perpetuating this thing where this is the goal to just like not think ahead to say, let me try to have like a family unit, or let me do something to where my kid has a shot at a whole family. At least try. But these girls are just going in guns blazing, just wanting to be another name on a list. I mean, so, you know, respect your womb, think it through, try to be in a more stable environment. If you are going to just give a man a gift of a child, like that has just been so desensitized.
Stability.
You know, stability.
I was like, respect your womb.
Respect your womb is the topic of my rant, you know. So respecting your womb, ladies, and like just thinking it through before you just give a guy a kid, like that is like a big gift. And like these girls just throw it around like it's free, and it's not. It's gonna be stuck on you. My second rant is all these horrible ass drivers from the following states: Florida, New York,
M-16. You know, list them out here.
Delaware, for some freaking reason, and North Carolina. I really want to pop your tires every time y'all consistently cut me off in traffic, can never follow directions on your GPS. Horrible drive, and drive so slow. Now Florida drives
Name the
fast,
states again. Name them again.
Florida, New York, North Carolina, and Delaware. Now Delaware drives
Texas
really.
Not make the list?
I haven't been cut off by enough people
16.
from Texas.
Easy's at Texas.
Right here.
Texas. Y'all are the worst drivers. Like, I don't know, but like, please just stop coming here. You're no longer welcome. Get out.
Damn. If only they listened to that message, 5 years ago. But
I know.
She's been provoked. Diva. I mean, good grief. She's an angry black woman. Keep her down.
Keep her down.
That's how they talk.
Man,
She's an angry black woman.
Hey,
Keep her
man,
down.
hey, dude. It's Women's History Month, man. Black Twitter gonna kill your ass.
Nah.
We cancel Women History Month like we cancel Black History Month.
So let me jump in here too. But Diva has been provoked, but I'll be naming all these states up there for you. All right, so I just want to slide this in here real quick.
That's what she said.
I know that. Wait.
No, that was stupid. I said that's what she said.
Maybe she did.
Wait,
so,
I mean, no, that's what he. No,
yeah, I was about to say. I don't know if that's what she said. Unless you Bobby Valentino, then hey.
Yeah, no, right.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's just erase that I said because I don't want to correct it. Maybe Diva. Okay, say it again, and then I'm gonna let Diva do the joke, and I'm gonna say that's what he said. All right, rewind. Sorry.
I forgot what I said to set up. I'm just gonna cut this whole part. Actually, that whole part.
It's so
leave
funny.
it in. I'm just gonna slide this in.
That's what he said.
Thanks.
All right. Hey, all right. High budget applause. So over my shoulder here, this is my right shoulder. I don't know which way it is but Drew Brees back there. So I had to say something about Drew Brees because he retired. That's the greatest Saints player in our history. There'll never be another one like him. He made us relevant. And the reason why I bring that up, he retired on the same day that he signed with us 15 years ago. It's a great day. But I'm taking this opportunity to say that Drew Brees has gone from New Orleans, that it needs to be said that everybody from Louisiana is not a Katrina victim. Stop asking people who are from Louisiana every time we mention it, hey, are you a victim of Katrina? We're all not Katrina victims, okay? Do you understand me? Some of us were here beforehand. We're not refugees. We pay taxes.
But okay, so the question is, are you? You said some of us, so I have to ask.
Oh God.
Were you able to locate your family? I mean, I don't want to make light of that, but like.
The sad thing is, it don't matter where you go. If you say you're from New Orleans,
it's the first
even
question.
In some parts of Louisiana, they're like, "Oh, so did you move here? Like, did you move to another part of the state?"
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm from I have a question. Did you get a stimulus check? Because that was the first time I even knew people was getting stimulus checks from Katrina. Did you get a check?
Oh, he's giving out checks for Katrina?
Yeah, when people came here, like when my family
people get FEMA checks to move, government assistance.
Oh man, so wait, are they still doing that? Because my last name I could pass.
You sure could, like, yeah.
All
like
right.
When we'll talk about it later, but like, when my family came, some friends came.
FEMA back pay.
They was getting some
moving
checks.
right along.
Look, he didn't even answer either, Khujeaux. He didn't even answer. Oh, he been here. See, that looks like a legitimate question because, see, you're over there smiling and you didn't answer the question. All you had to do was shake your head. No, I'm talking about, I've been here, but did you been collect that check too?
Listen, I ain't collecting nothing. All I'm saying is stop making that the default question. That's
you
not
know
a conversation
why people
starter.
think that you're still like think you fresh off the boat with that, right?
This sounds like
we're really making a fresh off the boat reference?
Yeah, I was about to say, this sounds like it's not going to end well.
Wow. Digging deep into the racial crates.
That is some good old-fashioned family racism.
Yeah, that sounded like it wasn't going anywhere good.
I mean, well, because you've been here for so long and you're still repping those jerseys, that was the whole point from earlier, is that makes people think that you're, you fresh out.
I'm going to tell you, Diva, I don't appreciate you yawning, pretend like you yawning when I'm talking about Drew Brees. I know he whipped your team's ass for 15 years. Even the Falcons was like, yo, Drew, thank you, but we will not miss you because he whipped that ass for 15 years, all right? 15 years. Who's next? We're not Katrina victims. God damn it.
Now it's we. Who's the we? Who else is involved? It's just you.
He ain't a Katrina victim neither.
No, not at all.
Aww.
It's funny though, because like people ask and I'm like, when Katrina happened, I still had power. Like we didn't have any flooding, just a little bit of rain. Like My story is not as I guess
next?
as dramatic as what people were expecting.
Jeez.
Did you ever find it when people find out you're not a Katrina victim, they're like disappointed?
No,
or if
it's
you tell them you're not
it's just
from New
awkward as
Orleans.
hell.
Because like they just want you to say yes so they can end the conversation and move on, but then you're like, "Nah, I'm not from New Orleans." It's like, oh,
It's not a conversation starter. It's like asking me, "Well, what you mix with?"
I'm sure you get that a lot though.
But how's that a conversation starter? Like let's focus on what I could be or what I am.
Yeah, because
try being me and playing that game. It's very uncomfortable and awkward for people to argue with you about where you're from.
Because they're expecting y'all to come up with a cool like refugee or
I'm
immigrant
sorry,
story.
I'm not from the islands.
I'm saying, but that's
I'm not
unfair.
Cuban.
No, your ethnic
I'm saying that's unfair
is a conversation starter. Like, yeah, you being from the Philippines, they might ask additional questions about Filipino culture.
Turn his mic off. Get him out of here.
That might, some follow-up questions. How are you from the Philippines? Do you know any Filipino, words? Like, can you teach me some words or
recipes?
What's your favorite Filipino dish? Like,
I got some plain English sign language for you.
Okay, my random is I lost it. I just lost it. I had one. I had a good one.
I was hoping it was gonna be SIBO related.
It was.
I was hoping.
It was not. Look, we ran that one. We ran that one to its course. I think.
Yeah, I don't think we have any more cardiac arrest jokes.
No.
God, I lost it. I had one.
You could rap it like that guy did to the judge.
Oh God.
Rap him.
Hey, I'm sure Corvette worked really hard on that PSA.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? You done named like 8 different things.
First of all, I just want to know who wrote the PSA, because the person who wrote it and then having to rap it is going to be totally horrible. We have to find that.
I want to know what his statement was. He rapped to the judge.
Yeah,
you in court, sir.
If I can find, I'm gonna try to dig and I'm gonna try to find it. So if you end up watching the finished video, it'll be right here. If you see it.
What's his name again? Like, okay, we go.
His
Google
name is Computer.
Computer.
Whoa! Don't. That's gonna get cut and spliced up.
Thank you. Wait, what? No.
Yes.
Yeah, no. The answer is no.
Please don't do that. Like, no bread for you.
Khujeaux, you really forgot yours, huh?
I lost it. I had one, and I really lost it. And now that I'm thinking about it more, I'm losing it more. So,
well, damn.
I just don't.
My name is Khujeaux.
I'm here to
Yo, you gotta do what you did last time, and like if it's on your mind, like text me to remind me so I can tell you.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I keep spacing on mine.
Well, who's next?
I can make this is literally random. This is a lot of people may not relate to this one. I really feel like I should have remembered my first one, but Spider-Man. The web shooters versus organic web argument is stupid to me, because there's gatekeepers that'll tell you the organic web shooter doesn't make sense because spiders shoot web from their butts, from their ass basically. And my response is that's really where you draw the line. That's where you suspend belief. Is that if he's gonna shoot web, it's got to be from his ass. First of all,
not as cool.
First of all, why would you want that? That was my house.
In my head, I just picture it's like an action scene and Spider-Man just turned around.
flying by his ass through the city. Second of all, he has spider-based powers. He didn't get transformed into a spider. He can do what a spider can do, which is generate web. Where that web comes from is it makes more sense that it comes from the hands, because nobody wants to see you flying.
That's like saying Batman should be more like a bat. Like that's.
Wait a minute, hold on. Batman's not like a bat.
He got bit by a radioactive bat, but the sun gives him extra man powers.
Well, that's just Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
He gets extra regular under the Earth's yellow sun, so that's why he
Get out of here, man.
He gets extra regular.
Extra regular when he's exposed to the sunlight.
Y'all, my side hurt from laughing. I don't think
man.
I've laughed this hard on an episode, like consistent back-to-back laughter.
That man
like
rap.
Everybody in the courtroom when this dude rapped.
What's funny, what's even like an extra layer, when you hear somebody like, oh, he rapped to the judge, they usually mean he snitched. But he literally rapped.
Nah, he said, I'm going about this the diplomatic way.
I would really
his
hate
best
to
way.
be a lawyer.
This is a rap. This is a rap that you would put on PBS type shit, you know. This is
how does a lawyer go about like not
allowing
laughing
his client to do this? Why did
like
you know what he got?
Can you imagine? I want to rap to the judge. Mm-hmm.
Do you get this reference? Where it's like, all right, everyone, today's the big day. You don't remember where that came from?
Mm-hmm.
It's not funny when you explain the joke. Family Guy, Peter was on trial and Bruce got up there and was like, all right, y'all, today is the big day. And then he just sat down. Peter's like, that's good. That's real good. That's all he said.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't remember that one. But yes, rapping to the judge, it's just comical. It's so much comedic value in it. And I want to see what the statement was that he rapped. Because it wasn't like he just came out and just rapped one of his songs, right? Like he literally rapped his statement.
I know. I'm totally gonna look him up after this.
Think
DJ
about
Connecticut.
Since he had a lawyer, think about the times he rehearsed that in front of his legal team in preparation.
That is a rehearsal.
Oh God. Okay, we have our meeting tomorrow. Let's go over your statement. Yeah.
He's like,
so,
all right.
One,
so
two,
I want
one,
you
two.
to
look. No, wait.
He's like, all right. I want you to go again, but this time I want you to flow a little bit more.
I need to feel it.
I got it. Hold on. Because this is 1998, so it wasn't no phone for you to type your lyrics. So
God.
You know, rapping like, yeah, I'm trying to get off because I ain't want to get caught. I didn't do the crime, so I don't want to do the time. These are just lyrics. Don't read into it. I'm just here to say that I didn't do it. How you think the judge would appreciate that? Like, I think we should add it like that.
No, the judge was tapping the gavel like, yeah, I feel you.
Look, on beat.
Yeah.
Man, if y'all just only do the hard shit that this dude rap while y'all making fun of this. I want to say it again.
So now he like, hey, can somebody give me a beat? Can somebody give me a beat? The judge start banging the gavel like.
Hey, but what if the jury? Did this happen in front of a jury? Because maybe if the jury was keeping the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe would they rehearse it?
Was that like a reaction, like a freestyle battle, like the jury, like
yes.
Oh,
you gotta let him off, judge. You gotta let him off, judge. And the other lawyer was like, "Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy."
Hey, don't forget about the bailiff. The bailiff's sitting there like.
So look, somebody in the back. Look, the court reporter is over there with a tape recorder. Like, I'm releasing this.
And then you got the people in the audience going, "Free DJ Connecticut, free DJ Connecticut."
now he's got a DJ title.
I'm done, man.
Oh my God.
We are gonna piss that one CeeLo fan the fuck off.
Hey, Coastal Carolina is gonna be so mad when he sees this. How we just clown him like this.
Man, somebody gonna hop in these YouTube comments and be like, first of all,
because y'all seem to find the one person on the planet to trigger.
I'm pretty sure y'all's favorite rappers only go skirt.
It wasn't. I'm putting it out there. It wasn't me. I'm a fan. All right. Till My Casket Drop was one of my favorites back then, man. So it ain't on me. Who hasn't random yet? This whole show's random.
I have it random. Hey, but shout out to Cloth, man. Hey, shout out to you, dog. I hope you still out there doing your thing. But no, that ain't
Look, M16 really don't want to laugh because he don't want to incur the wrath from SIBO.
Oh man.
I can't.
Oh my God.
He don't want to incur the wrath of SIBO.
I put my hand over the camera. Get out of
Oh
here.
my God. Hey, look. We gotta stop talking about cauliflower, dog. We gotta chill with cauliflower.
He's scared of an early 90s rapper.
Oh my God. Okay. So here's my random. So
Yes.
you know, when I moved away from Louisiana, I thought Louisiana was like the only place that just had alcohol everywhere. Like, you know, Louisiana, you got liquor in the fucking gas station, you got it in Walmart, you know, you got drive-through daiquiris. And the Atlanta Beltline said, you know what, Ezra, hold my beer. Piedmont Park, we got brothers with coolers of mixed drinks.
Yes.
Selling the drinks. And I will say they are divine. And they are probably illegal because they don't have a liquor license. But
Very
they tasted
much so.
amazing. And
yes.
shout out to the guy from New York. He said he out there every weekend. Y'all check my boy out. He said he make a good 2 racks off of that every weekend.
Yes.
They were delicious.
Wow.
Have you not been to a concert in Atlanta? Oh my God. They are all across the street from the concert.
Yeah,
you can get that on the way in.
Atlanta was just known for the water bottle boys, but they got Uncle Bob with his cooler. The mixed
But
drinks,
guess
and
what?
then-
It's like an understanding because, you know, a lot of these events are policed and nobody bothers them as long as they're like a certain amount of feet away from the venue.
Yeah, I mean, they had a few of them out there. Piedmont. They had one crew. It was a group of ladies. They had a tent and they had their mixed drinks in like a Sunny D looking bottle, and they were like, you know, playing like fucking Lil Duval and some other like black family get together music. Like, hey, we got mixed drinks over here. Come grab them.
Hey, Lil Duval fits into the family reunion music now because that's what he made.
Yeah, that Smile song is like, it's up there with Wobble and, you know,
it is.
Ricky Beverly and Maze.
That is a very accurate description of the song. It is family reunion music now.
Well, speaking of the wobble, 16 needs to wobble on out of this conversation. So
wait, why you gotta say wobble? Why?
I don't know. It felt right. Hey, you know what? That's
you.
probably some wordplay that Cauliflower used when he was talking to the
Man,
judge.
y'all
doing
taking
his rap.
y'all don't understand this dude's reputation, and y'all taking all every single bit of the heat is happening. I'm backing out of it.
Suge had the same reputation, and people didn't stop making fun of him.
Yeah, but ain't no hairdresser knocked out SIBO yet. All right, that hadn't happened.
What? A
hairdresser hadn't knocked out SIBO yet. I'm just saying.
Oh, it was before. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure Concrete can hold his own in a fight.
But you know, I don't know that enough people have heard of SIBO to even care if he did get knocked out.
They have now. They will, and y'all gonna trigger the one person. You just wait.
Hey. Shout out to Concrete, baby. You about to get some more streams on that.
And the main person gonna get is my brother. And I'm gonna just be like, I told his ass to shut the fuck up, and he didn't. I told him.
Look, if this does somehow get back to SIBO, I just want to hear your rap to the judge. And that's it.
Please come on our Aftermath show.
I'm a fan. I am a fan. Okay, do not come for me.
I'm a fan.
I just want to hear what you rap to the judge. That is an interesting concept to me because
very quite creative. We see how you got in this
more
yes
next week.
Exactly. Yes, but I guess we gotta see our way out of this conversation, guys.
Oh God. Wave at the camera. Hopefully we'll all still be here in case this Bay Area rapper doesn't find out about it.
Bye, fans of the show. Fans of Coke.
Out.
Just get so caught up and enthralled in the conversation.
I love this candle. It's my favorite. Limoncello.
I'm about to say it sounds bougie.
Well, I mean, look who's
smells great.
It looks like you can drink it.
Speaking of Buckhead, it sounds like the name of a restaurant in Buckhead.
I would love to name a restaurant Limoncello. That'd be so dope.
Patent pending.
Patent pending.
I promise if I see a restaurant in Buckhead called Limoncello, I'm suing. Or I'm suing half of easy.
Oh, I'm putting the warning up. You know, and it always they know we mean business when you look directly in the camera and you point the finger and you say it.
Patent pending.
Patent
Yeah.
pending.
And
This is what
if
makes
the
it
bank
legally binding.
sees, if the bank sees it's a bunch of black people, trying to get a business loan, and we don't get enough money, we're gonna make it a coffee shop. So that's a patent pending too.
Yes, we can.
Worst case scenario, it's gonna be a lemonade stand.